Dance saved me from a lifetime of being in the priesthood. But there's some things that the priesthood taught me. There's a story of these two monks walking in the woods, and they're walking along quietly, and they come across a stream, and there's this small woman there, and she's pondering how she's going to get across the stream. And one of the monks says, "Here, get on my back, I'll carry you across." And she gets on, and he carries her across and puts her down. And the two monks continue on their way quietly. And a few hours later, the other monk is really agitated. And he says, "You know that our vows say we can't touch women. And not only did you touch her, you carried her across the stream." And the first monk says, "You know, I put the woman back down at the stream. It seems like you've been carrying her ever since." Now, this is a well-known Zen story. But what I like about it is it shows how stories can carry teachings. And you can say to somebody, "Oh, be detached," or you can give them a story that touches them kinesthetically, because there's touch in the story, there's the lifting, there's this idea of putting down. And for those of us that teach anything, but that teach contact improvisation, stories can be so helpful to put things into context. It's wonderful to name the genesis of, I learned this piece from Kirsty Simpson, or I got this from Ray Chung. Naming your teachers is wonderful because it brings them into the room and then they assist you there. If you go out walking in the wilderness, there's people trails. And if you walk along people trails, you're very likely to see people. But there's also that whole web of animal trails. And if you get off on the animal trails, you're far more likely to see what animals see. And then there's the chance you're going to be seeing a lot more animals. And so if I'm taking people into an exercise where I'm hoping to introduce them to a whole other kind of perception, if I put it into the context of a story like that, we're going to go down the animal trails now, then it opens up the willingness and the trust to go into a whole other realm of perception. So in this whole world of pedagogy and how we teach, stories are just a wonderful resource for all of us. That's it for today. Thanks for joining me. I'm Martin Keogh. Bye-bye.